AeroChopper is a 2D single-player side-scroller where the player controls a vehicle that can morph between helicopter and airplane modes. The player will use this morphing to traverse dangerous procedurally generated levels filled with obstacles. These levels are fast-paced and designed to put the player's reaction time to the test. During AeroChopper, the player will continuously fly to the right. They can only move up and down to avoid approaching obstacles. When the player is hit, they will lose a point of durability. If the player makes it through the level before losing all of their durability and finish within the time limit, they win the level and can move onward to the next one.
Throughout this project, we learned how to dynamically think about level design as a means of enticing the player to play the level again. Creating a memorable level is quite challenging in this type of game, where levels are completed so quickly. Thankfully, our modular level creation technique for procedural generation helped us overcome this challenge. The technique allowed us to create small sections of a level separately and insert them into the game once completed. This expedited our level design and taught us how to develop patterns that are more memorable to the player. During a level, the player will be gathering collectibles to unlock and upgrade new abilities. These abilities change how the player traverses through the levels and interacts with the world. The player is presented with a wide array of resources, pickups, including gold and scrap. These resources unlock abilities such as a gun, stasis rifle, or a claw shot.
Within this tiered system, the player can obtain powerful new additions for their upgrades. Every few tiers are called milestones and provide meaningful stepping stones in power for the player. At these tiers, the player is given game-changing tools like target-seeking bullets or health regeneration. These help keep the player motivated to play and see what the next milestone tier holds in store. This is a very early build of AeroChopper. It only contained gold as a collectible, a resource that had little reason to be collected at the time. This resulted in singular and boring gameplay based solely on dodging obstacles. This realization led to the addition of more collectibles to spice up our gameplay. We chose Maya as our program of choice for creating their models. Through this, we learned the importance of paying attention to scaling and object centering when creating models in Maya. Our randomized location system for collectibles worked splendidly as well, allowing us to give a varied experience for our players each time they played a level. With so many new collectibles, this programming could quickly implement them into the existing level design without placing them by hand.
The original vision of the game did not feature such an expansive economy with these collectibles. Without upgrade tiers, milestones, and additional collectibles, the game lacked meaningful replayability. Our game had solid basics, but the player would quickly complete everything the game had to offer. As a remedy, we created a greatly expanded shop, now called the Hangar, and upgrade tiers to keep the player engaged and interested for longer periods of play. This led to our final product being much more fleshed out. Unfortunately, our game scope was expanded too late. We waited until the middle of the project to add these new, complex features which severely limited what we could achieve.
We had originally envisioned that AeroChopper would have an online leaderboard to track the completion time of every level. This ended up being an overly ambitious goal, so we settled on creating a brand new game mode with a local leaderboard instead. This new mode features endless gameplay, where obstacles keep coming for as long as the player can survive. Once the player loses, their progress is compared against other high scores on their computer, not on the internet. The player can then save their name to this list. This feature, and many others, leverage a simple but important save system. We wanted players to be able to return to AeroChopper from where they left off, with all of their abilities and collectibles. Programming a save system was new to us, and proved to be one of the most demanding learning experiences from this project. This save system was actually one of the most difficult features we had to deal with. It was a constant source of technical problems. However, we dedicated much of our time to quality assurance, extensively working to detect and fix problems as they appeared to ensure the game remained problem-free every step of the way.
The Capstone project helped all team members build upon and refine our skill sets in multiple areas. Instructor and tester feedback has been critical to our learning experience, and the creativity of the team led us to learn new ways to program mechanics and features. Not only did we learn how to implement quickly, but we also became better designers regarding organization and fluidity. Most importantly, we believe that time management is the most valuable skill that we built upon. With a requirement of 20 hours of work per week, we had to make sure that everyone had tasks to complete that quota. Time management is an essential skill in the gaming industry and is one of many that we on Team AeroChopper are thankful to have refined during our time at Full Sail. Thank you for your time.